Welcome to Kung Fu Habit number 2. And this is part 2 of defending Jessica G. Why do I call her Jessica G? Because her name is Jessica Genadry. I do not know how to spell that. She's also Vietnamese, which I am not. So, when I left off, I was talking about my Native American heritage and Native Americans being biologically Asian, etc., etc. And then I started talking about my independent films, and I started talking about not being cast in Evan Almighty and talking to a Native American lady, and that's where we pick up right now. So the Native American lady was talking about Pocahontas movie down in North Carolina. And so she wasn't going to give a ride to a complete stranger. There goes that opportunity. And I can't say I blame her. No, who gives a ride to complete strangers when you come in to do your job, which is casting actors? Why would you give an actor a ride to North Carolina from Virginia when you do not know him? So I can't blame her for that, because that was like a logical hell no. So I went to a few more casting calls, then a few more, and a few more, and a few more. And I finally got to one which made me stop going. Alright? Because somebody finally told me the truth. They literally, unequivocally told me the truth. So me and my boy J.Pt2 went to the last one that I ever went to, which was at the Omni, right downtown, across from what is now Staples. So we went to the Omni, waited in line, we got there. He talked to J.Pt2, which is why we really went, because I had had enough. I had had enough of not being able to even get seen. And it's like, you don't have headshots. I was like, no, I didn't actually come this time for me. He's like, what? I said, no, I came for him. Out of hopes that y'all would see him, talk to him, and then look at me and say, hey, we got you. That shit didn't happen. And then he said, well, why didn't you come for you? I said, dude, I done been to thousands of these things. And every time, excuse me, every time, it's the same thing. Over and over and over. You're a good looking man, Mr. Williams, but you're not what we're looking for. I said, you guys was going to tell me that too. And I just wasn't going to take another rejection lying down. Because when you're rejected from any casting call, there's really nothing you can do about it. I mean, you can pitch a fit. That's going to show them that you're a very horrible sport. And that's not going to help you at all. And so I told the guy, I'm just done. I mean, I'm going to try until I can't. But, I'm done coming to these casting calls, putting on prayers, and getting rejected after all of that, Get away from my door! Get away from my door! I'm gonna pick his face in a minute. Anyway, moving on. So, get away from my door! Anyway, I'm sorry. Hold on. I have a pick, and I'm going to throw it right up his arse. If I can find the damn pick. Okay. I can't find the pick. But he's totally pissing me off. Found the pick. I still am. I apologize profusely for that. And no, I did not put the pick up his ass. Thought crossed my mind, though. So, as I was saying before we were interrupted, I went to these things over and over and over. And then the guy at the Omni finally said, so what do you think the problem is? I said, there is no problem. The problem is that Hollywood does not have anybody writing stories for me, otherwise I'd have been working when I first started this crap. So I've been to these places. They had the John Casablanca calls. They had the almighty, any modeling company that went out and put out casting calls. I was there. But it was basically a pointless trip. I did skin on my lip. But it was basically a pointless trip. And so he's like, what do you mean? I said, look, dude, whatever you guys want, I clearly am not it. He's like, how do you know? I said, because there's a list and I'm not on it. He's like, what? I said, yeah, there has to be a legitimate excuse for why people keep telling me I look good, but I can't get a job. So either you're lying to spare my feelings and saying that I look good, or there's got to be a list and I'm not on it. He said, well, you are a good looking man, but you're right. There is a list. There is a list, and we are not looking for someone who's under 5'6" that is black. You have to be at least 5'6" and up if you're black, and you don't look black. I said, but that's because I'm not all the way black. He said, yeah, we're not looking for people who are mixed 9 times out of 10. When we make these things, when we have these casting calls, you more than likely will not be on the list. And I said, is it because I'm short? He said, no, it's because you're not all the way black. And he said, he bluntly told me the truth. And so I bluntly stopped going to them. Because I was like, alright, if I dye my hair blonde, which I've done this for cosplay, by the way, I'm going to bleach it. Hopefully by March, it'll be all the way blonde by cosplay. That way it'll be done. It'll still be long, though, because I'm not cutting it. But anyway, because I'm going to be Scarlet Spider, which is irrelevant. So anyway, shook the man's hand and said thank you. And he said, well, if you really want to do it, do theater. I said, okay, 2 problems with that. 1, I'm not a theater actor. He said, how do you know? I said, okay, here's how this works. You have yay so many plays in theater. You have Shakespeare, and I'll make another video. I don't know why I even try. I don't know why I